Alright, Shalom Akim, giving all praise to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone, and salutations to you sincere laborers out there pushing this truth, you sincere brothers pushing this truth in all sincerity and faith and honesty to help for the city elect. Alright, and I just want to get into the article. Title of this video is Donald Trump, Make America the Lake of Fire Written Within. Alright, because that's the only thing Donald Trump is going to do. Alright, only thing he's going to do is make America the lake of fire written within the scriptures. Alright, the scriptures speak of a lake of fire. Alright, and Salakia, and due to contrary to popular beliefs, Donald Trump is not going to make America great again. Alright, America, its good days are behind it, so to say. Alright, so I want to get into an article really quick to show you that America is going to be a lake of fire written within the scriptures, and Donald Trump is going to do just that. All right, this is a article, and Lord willing, I posted a link in the description. It says one sec. All right, this article from New York Times, and it reads, all right, it says, Iran warns Trump over missile dispute. American UN envoy hits back. All right, so this is Iran warning Trump over the missile dispute. All right, because Trump recently he passed some executive orders to ban Muslims from certain countries, and Iran was one of them. All right, and with that being said, Iran, they went further into dumping the U.S. dollar. All right, dumping the U.S. dollar, and testing nuclear missiles. All right, ICBM, intercontinental ballistic missiles. But Iran says that the missiles aren't capable of carrying warheads, which we know they are, but they're testing pretty much the part of the missile that's capable of taking the warhead from one continent to another. All right, that's the part of the missile they tested. It didn't have a warhead on it, but they're testing the propeller, the rocket itself. All right, that gives it that power. All right, the tail that the scriptures speak of. All right, because it says United Nations already furious over President Trump's visa ban. All right, the United Nations are furious over President Trump's visa ban. All right, so when he banned Muslims, that's pissing off the other nations. All right, and when you piss off the other nations, that's not that's prophecy. That's the only thing you're gonna do. All right, and Donald Trump, he should have stuck to the stock market and businesses. All right, he's a businessman. He should have stayed out of politics. All right, because with politics you have to deal with the people. All right, we're talking globally here. We're not talking about no corporation or no big business. All right, or no bank. We talking global, dealing with countries. All right, dealing with nations of people. All right, now that article just said that the United Nations were furious when he made that visa ban. All right, banning Muslims. All right, from the U.S. All right, and it says it was a so-called Muslim ban. All right, and this article says Revelation 17, and I'm gonna get straight to the point. And these are the 10 horns which thou sawest are the 10 kings which have received no kingdom as yet, but received power as king in 1 hour with the beast. All right, and that beast is talking about NATO. All right, and United Nations consist of NATO and the EU. All right, so with that being said, the United Nations are, I'm gonna read it again. All right, it says United Nations already furious over President Trump's visa ban. And the elder apostle Tahar already stated once that America's going to do something that's going to piss these nations off, its allies off, to where they're going to shoot missiles. All right, we're on the road to that right now. Donald Trump, like I said, the title of this video, Donald Trump make America the lake of fire written within. He's not going to make it great again. All right. He's fulfilling prophecy. All right. So all you so-called white people that voted for him and rooting for him, to give you some type of future or some type of glory. All right. He's going to do nothing but furthermore destroy this country. All right, and destroy all of you people in the United States of America. All right. This is Revelations 17, and I'm going to get straight to the point. All right. Revelation 17, verse start at 16. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, all right, NATO, but in the article it names them as the United Nations. All right. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore. All right. And that whore is America. All right. You see how it said they already furious over the visa ban. Okay. It says they shall hate the whore and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. All right. And burn her with fire, because that's what those nations are going to end up doing. Its own allies, the United Nations, they're going to end up destroying America and shooting their own nuclear missiles on it. All right. Verse 17. For God hath put it in their hearts to fulfill his will. All right. So God hath put in his hearts to fulfill his will. So the will of the Most High is to destroy America, make it desolate, and make it as a lake of fire. The will of the Most High is not to make America great again. All right. Those days are over with. All right. It says, and their kingdom unto the beast and to the words of the Most High shall be fulfilled. All right. So that's what's going to be fulfilled. All right. America's not going to be great again. America is going to be the lake of fire written within the scriptures. All right. It says, already furious over the President Trump visa ban, Iran warned the United States on Tuesday not to escalate tensions over test of Iranian missiles. All right. So we getting to the end of this thing. Once war with Iran sets in, that's going to be the finale. All right. Then that's going to further lead in the Russians. All right. To help the Iranians. All right. It says the United States on Tuesday. By the way, this article is post January 31st. It's the 2nd today. All right. It says test that his administration's new United Nations ambassador called absolutely unacceptable. The Iranian warning made in Tehran by Foreign Minister Mohammad Javad Zarif came a day after American and Israeli officials accused Iran of having conducted a missile test that they said had violated a United Nations Security Council resolution. All right. So this was an effect of the visa ban. All right. They started testing nuclear missiles. All right, and started dumping the U.S. dollar as well. All right. It says the United States is not naive, she told the reporters after the closed meeting. We're not going to stand by. You're going to see us call them out as we said we would, and you are also going to see us act accordingly. All right, and that's it on that. I'm going to post this link in the description if you want to read a little bit more on that. All right, and next article I'm going to get is this one. It says, this is New York Times as well. Trump trade war may have already begun. All right. London, America's traditional allies. Okay. Revelation 17. America's traditional allies are on a lookout for new friends. All right. So you got America's allies looking for new friends, to do business with, so to say. All right. It says they have heard the mantra America first from the new president divining a Trump doctrine. Global corporation last. Europeans have taken note of Mr. Trump's denigration of the European Union and his apparent esteem for the Russian President Vladimir Putin. All right. So Trump is really stirring up this war, this World War III, to make America desolate, as spoken of in the scriptures. All right. It says some allies are shifting focus to other potential partners for new sources of trade and investment, relationships that could influence political, diplomatic, and military ties. Many are looking to China, which was adroitly capitalized on a leadership vacuum in world affairs by offering itself ironies without standing a champion for global engagement. says, we've always said that America is our best friend, all right? And that goes back to, you know, America is our best friend. It says, those were that at peace with thee have deceived thee, all right? So now they're looking for other um, partners, so to say. They're going towards more China and Russia to do trades with, and leaving America, behind. All right, due to Donald Trump and all his new executive orders and decrees. All right, he's making these other countries flee. Okay, and like I said, I'm gonna leave the link on that in that one. All right, Trump's trade war may have begun already. All right, because ultimately this is going to lead up to World War III. All right. First off, I'm gonna get that no. All right, I'm gonna go to Jeremiah. All right, it's Jeremiah 51. Jeremiah 51 verse 6. Flee out of the midst of Babylon, and deliver every man his soul. Be not cut off in her iniquity, for this is the time that the Lord's vengeance he will render unto her a recompense. All right, so this is the time where the Most High is getting ready to destroy Babylon, aka America. All right, it says, Babylon has been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken, and the nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad. All right, and these nations, are getting pissed off. They've been pissed off. All right, but Donald Trump is furthermore pursuing that aggression. All right. It says, Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. How for her? Take balm for her pain. If so be she may be healed. All right. It says, we would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. All right. You can't heal this place. This place is finished. All right. So that false dream or that false doctrine, make America great again, is completely void. All right. Is not going to happen. All right. It says, we would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her. Let us go everyone to his own country, for her judgment reacheth unto the heaven, and is lifted up even to the skies. It says, the Lord hath brought forth our righteousness. Come and let us declare in Zion the work of the Lord our power. Verse 11. Make bright the arrows, gather the shields. The Lord hath raised up the spirit of the king of the Medes, and that's talking about the Russians. For his device is against Babylon. His device is that nuclear missile. All right. And also that nuclear missile, that device, Iran just was testing that device. All right. It says against Babylon to destroy it, because it is the vengeance of the Lord, the vengeance of his temple. All right. And it says make bright the arrows, gather the shields, and the Lord hath raised up the spirit of the Medes against her. All right. It says make bright the arrows. All right. So what's going to be the effect of all those countries making bright the arrows against America? All right. Now we get that scripture about what this video is pretty much based off of. All right. It's Revelations. It's like a revelation. 20 verse 14. I'm gonna start at matter of fact, I started 8. And shall go out and deceive the nations which are in the 4 quarters of the earth, Gog and Magog, to gather them together to the battle, the number of whom as the sand of the sea. All right, we know who Gog and Magog is. Ezekiel 38th chapter, Russia. And they went up on the breadth of the earth, and compassed the camp of the saints about in the beloved city. And the fire came down from the Most High out of heaven, and devoured them. And the devil that deceived them was cast into the lake of fire and brimstone, where the beast and the false prophet are, and shall be tormented day and night forever and ever. All right. And ultimately, that lake of fire is going to be America, because America is going to be consumed. All right. We read it in Revelation 17 verse 16. All right. They shall hate the whore and make her desolate. Okay. And burn her with fire. All right. Therefore consuming her. And it's going to be so many missiles that it's going to look like an actual lake of fire. All right. And it says, Bye bye.